I remember when Trump got elected, he wasn't saying anything too. I mean, there's little things here and there just to show that he was part of the good old boy club. But after he was after he actually won, these white people are out fucking, Sieg Heil and throwing up the fucking Nazi salute, all kinds of like just overt, racist, white supremacist action. But they kept it to himself during that. You know what I'm trying to say? The point is that like, it's not like people are going to be less racist if they get fired. So my whole thing is like, I feel we're moving into a world where, we all have to work to eat, right? So it's not, you have freedom of speech. You can say what the fuck you want, but you just won't eat. For questions, comments, and to show your support, visit us on the web at afroempath.com. Black man saves child?
Yeah.
Spiderman, not Superman.
Oh shit. Superman, Spiderman.
Whatever.
Sorry.
Alright, I'll watch this now, hold on. Damn, that kid is holding on for dear life, huh?
Yep.
Oh my god, that's scary. Oh, the father couldn't. Why couldn't the father save him there?
No, right. That's what I thought too.
Oh, he's here meeting with some, I don't know, the French prime minister or some shit, or somebody in some government office.
Yep. He's getting his papers.
Oh, where's he from?
Mali.
Oh, is he one of these African guys that was not a citizen, but he came to work some shit?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And ends up saving that child like a freaking Spider-Man.
Gotcha.
But what does that say? What do you think they're thinking when they watch that? When they watch the guy glide up there so easily? What do you think they're thinking?
Number one, they're thinking, oh my god, these people are superior to us. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Like, because if you look, there's a scene of other people looking up at him that are not able to do that. That's what he's trying to do. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, yeah.
But they're like, oh my god, these fucking people are gonna surpass us. I mean, there's a movie that they put out about the same topic. It's called because they can't just have black people, so they gotta put us to something. So there's a movie called Planet of the Apes. You seen that, the recent one?
I saw it. Yeah. And
in there, they say that of course we're gonna try to kill you off. You're smart. You're stronger than us. You're smarter than us. You're gonna evolve to destroy us. So we have to.
Yeah.
You're much stronger than we are. You're smart as hell. No matter what you say, you'd eventually replace us. That's the law of nature. The irony is we created you. We tried to defy nature, bend it to our will. Nature has been punishing us for our arrogance ever since.
So we have to.
Yeah.
And they know it. And I mean, that's basically their whole thing. It's like, even as he's here with this one white guy, the French president, whatever. This shit just seems so disgusting. Just to see them like with them. It's like we should never even be. I don't even like when we're giving these little certificates or whatever, all little medals. Fuck that.
I don't
cares?
like it either. I know.
Fuck that shit. It's like, I'm not trying to be
for him, it's good because he's in a shit position.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but again, it's just like a hand-picked crab. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't like seeing hand-picked crabs like that. Fuck that. It's like it just reminds me of that unworld rutting thing. Where one little fucking half fucking black girl, gets married. Well, that's good and everything, but guess what? You still owe reparations to all these goddamn island nations that you enslaved to get the fucking wealth you have.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, that video brings up a lot of things. It brings up the white man's insecurity, right? About the black man's prowess. You know what I'm trying to say? It makes them recognize that that even on a genetic level we're superhuman compared to them, right? And then it goes on to talk about tokenism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How they'll handpick the black guy that's willing to fucking go above and beyond to save them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And be the magical Negro archetype. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So no, I don't like to see that shit in public, personally.
I know. There's so much things to it. Like
Exactly. Yeah. Now if we live in a non white supremacist society, right? And this guy did a good thing, it'd be fine. You know what I'm saying? But the way the power system is right now, and these weak fucking pathetic white supremacist drones are ruling us, it doesn't feel good. It's not a feel good story. As soon as you see the white guy in the suit, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But
And
before
the black guy doesn't even know all of this.
he doesn't. He's just like, okay,
Yeah.
And that's the thing, it's like we do things out of pure heart. We're not necessarily looking for a god. We're looking to save a life. We're not looking for some goddamn cracker certificate. Oh, now we give you are the favored Negro. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not doing it for that shit, So, I liked the video up until I saw a white guy in a suit. Pretty much.
Did you see how he grabbed the kid like so easily and lifted him over the rail?
Exactly.
And the dad was standing there like, or whoever it is standing there like, should have been able to lift.
No shit. I'm looking at the guy. The guy that climbs up fucking a whole goddamn building. Is like, come here, little cracker baby.
I know.
The dad's probably there like, huh?
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. I'm so weak and feeble, son. Yeah, I'm glad I saw it though. It's interesting to see. So other topics. Did you hear about this is a little maybe I think it happened about a week ago. You hear about this Roseanne lady? Her show got canceled.
You know what's funny about Roseanne?
What?
I used to like that show, Roseanne.
Yeah, I used to watch it. Yeah, me too. Yeah.
And just last week, I'm not joking. Last week, my mom mentioned it to me because my mom said that there's a black kid on the show now, and I'm like, "What do you mean there's a black kid?" And she's like, "Roseanne's son has a black kid." So I said, "Let me see this." So I looked for it and found it and watched the first episode, and I was like, I can watch. It's funny. Like I miss her jokes and stuff like that, and it was nice seeing them all back in the house again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, okay, I'll watch it whenever I have like spare time, 20 minutes, I'll watch it. Friggin' the few days later, now I'm hearing she says some racist shit.
Mm-hmm.
And her show is pulled, which affects, like, I don't really care about them that are affected, but I didn't know that the last time I saw Roseanne, she was fighting against the government. She was standing up doing some lecture about how the government is screwing the people. So I'm thinking this woman is
righteous.
I didn't think she was racist. And I watched an interview with her, and she was like how she has black kids in her family now and blah 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 blah. So I didn't think that she would say such a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm shocked. Like I'm disappointed in her, but then at the same time I have to expect it because I was looking at her as Native American. When I used to look at her, I thought she was Native American and white because of, I don't know, she was chubby. She kind of looked like she was like one of those natives. I did not know that she was here for white supremacy. Like I had no idea. So once again, it just shows that most white people, if not all, are white supremacists.
Correct. Yeah. Deep down inside. Yeah. Absolutely.
Deep down inside. She just proved it to me right there.
Correct.
I was giving her the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was funny. I like her show. I liked how John Goodman made me laugh and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I think in order for a white person to not be racist, they have to constantly keep themselves in check. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they have to keep their own nature and their own insecurity genetically, mentally, and spiritually in check. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And it can be hard to when you see these crazy ass little niggers out in the street acting a fucking fool to not feel superior. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you know, would you want to submit to fucking Lil Wayne or some shit, you know? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's pretty much it. You know, it's like, it can be, I'm sure it can be a conundrum from their point of view, but then again, they would have to know they would have to research the history of this country to know why Lil Waynes were created. You know what I'm saying? The history of so most of them don't really give a fuck about that.
Like that.
Exactly. That's they had to look into the whole system of white supremacy, and most white people are not really willing to recognize that.
No.
But there's also I don't know, a possible negative side to this whole thing of canning people for speaking out. Like,
yes, I was thinking about that too. I wanted to talk to you about that. What do you think?
I think it's a double-edged sword because there are things that I like to speak out about. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't work for the white men currently. You know what I'm saying? And I don't plan on working for them ever again. You know, but the point is that I'd rather if people are going to be racist, we just said basically white people are racist majority of them innately, right? So it's not that they're not going to be racist if they don't say shit in public. So why not have them just say it out in public and just air shit out? You know what I'm saying? And be honest. Yeah. What benefit does all this doing is creating a culture where white people have to learn how to channel their devious nature in private. You know what I'm trying to say?
In private, yeah.
That's all it is. You know, because I remember when Trump got elected, you know, he wasn't saying anything there's little things here and there just to show that he was part of the good old boy club. But after he was actually won, these white people are out fucking, you know, Sieg Heil and throwing up the fucking Nazi salute. You know what I'm trying to say? They're happy as shit. They're all kinds of Nazi salutes and all kinds of like just overt, you know, racist white supremacist action. But they kept it to himself during that. You know what I'm trying to say? The point is that like, it's not like people are going to be less racist if they get fired. You know what I'm trying to say? So my whole thing is like, I understand that how can I put it? I feel we're moving into a world where, you know, we all have to work to eat, right? So it's not, you know, you have freedom of speech. You can say what the fuck you want, but you just won't eat. You know what I'm trying to say? Because in this world, most of, you know, it's not like most of us depend upon electricity, you know, which we could have got for free, but they made it so that we don't have it that way. Most of us depend upon natural gas. Most of us depend upon food that we don't grow and we don't know our farmers. You know what I'm trying to say? So they make us codependents in that way, and then if you they make us codependents on a job to live. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have a job, because if you say what you feel, then it's like you have freedom of speech just so as long as you don't plan on eating. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like that personally. I would have rather not got fired and see how good her show really did after she said what she said. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say? Because people pick, you know, these people pick and choose who they want to can, right? But
they're canning everybody now for every little thing.
Yeah, but guess what? Now Roseanne's an example. Okay, she, you know, maybe she is a bigoted bitch. Okay, but fine. But what about people that speak out against this LGBTQ agenda? This you know what I'm trying to say? This transgender shit. You know what I'm trying to say? What about those people? I mean, those people are. I feel those people are just using this whole race thing to act as if they somehow are a part of that type of discrimination. You know what I'm trying to say? You know, for the longest time they've been trying to compare themselves to goddamn black people in this country.
Yeah, I saw it from the beginning.
They do all the time. Yeah, they've been trying to merge their little nasty fucking energy and their nasty cause in with Black Lives Matter and other you know, black national and black cultural type things from hip hop and TV and things like that. You know. So. Now it's like okay, yeah, don't say this about black people, okay, but then it's gonna be don't speak out. If you speak out against being homosexual, you'll lose your job. Yeah, and it already is. It's already getting that way. You know what I'm trying to say?
It's getting that way.
If you don't agree to whatever the white liberals fucking tell you to do, and I'm not for I'm not for either side. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm for black people having their own goddamn shit. Ultimately, that's coming through Christ. If you didn't know, you know. So
they need to find a way to stop everybody from talking. So even a black person that says something
yes,
that
correct.
they don't like,
Correct.
like,
Yes, exactly.
that's what I thought about when I saw Roseanne. I said, oh, she might be just the scapegoat
Exactly.
for all of it, and she's not really worth much to them.
Correct.
Because she already speaks out against the government anyway.
That's exactly it.
So he's a perfect person to do.
Exactly.
Oh,
That's exactly it. So do I like the bitch? No, not at all. I really don't care either way, But I've seen how this whole thing is playing out, where it's like the job is the new government. I mean, it really is. It has been for a long time. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
They're just becoming more. They're becoming more emboldened. This Trump thing where Trump has been kind of putting pressure on the NFL to fire their athletes if they wanted to take a stand against the national anthem. You know what I'm saying? And against injustice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now the NFL passed a fucking some type of enacted some kind of code or whatever. They made it illegal. So it's illegal within their system. It's not unlawful to do, but it's unlawful to do if you want to make money within their system. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So you'd have to be a real black man of character to leave that shit. You're making millions of dollars probably, or if not hundreds of thousands, what you so what? Now you're torn between your love of your people and the white man's ability to control life and death for you in terms of putting food in your mouth, right? So that's what I'm saying. It's a slippery slope. You know what I'm trying to say? Where the corporation now is now the moral fiber of a country.
Yep.
And white people, we both know that history has proven that white people don't have fucking morals to be having a moral fiber. So fuck no.
Yeah.
I see how these people work. They work slowly, right? They start off by canning people that are obvious people that need to be canned, and they're outing people that obviously need to be outed. You know what I'm trying to say? For example, there's a term that they coined called toxic black male masculinity. And it was some rapper that spoke out against homosexuality or some shit. This is one of these rappers that have all kinds of tattoos on his face and just looks like a fucking hot mess. You know what I'm trying to say? And he said something about homosexuals, And so they use him as an example for toxic black male masculinity. And so okay, I could see him being an example for that. Okay, gotcha. But the point is that's the phrase that they used, and so that they can start using that phrase for me. That phrase, toxic black male masculinity,
Mm-hmm.
can be used, against some rapper with tattoos on his face, but it also eventually can be used against someone like myself. You know what I'm trying to say? That's speaking out against homosexuality and the agenda, should I say, especially in the media. So the point is that white people have the power through their finance to control thought. They have the power to control thought. You know what I'm trying to say? And they have the power to police thought and free speech through the corporations.
Yep.
Because most of these corporations, over 90% of them are controlled by white men. In this country, anyway. I'm not sure about in the rest of the world, but I know in America anyway, right?
It is. Yeah.
They're controlled by white men. Therefore, white men are going to be white males are going to be the damn moral fiber of the world, and tell them what they can and cannot say. No, no, I don't think so. Anytime the white man has been in control, chaos has always ensued. So I don't feel comfortable with any action that any white person takes. Black Lives Matter thought it was in the benefit of their organization to get billions of dollars by this guy George what's his name? You remember his name? George Soros or some shit. I forget his name.
Soros, yeah,
George Soros, some homosexual billionaire, right?
Yeah.
If he wanted to spend his money, if he really cared about black people, he would have endorsed it, whether the gay agenda thing was in there or not. He wouldn't have done it if the gay agenda thing was not in there.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't.
He wouldn't.
He wouldn't have, exactly. And if he wanted to spend his money, he would have tried to create jobs for the black men imprisoned. You know what I'm trying to say?
I know.
So obviously that's not his cause. You know, it's obviously letting black people know that if they want to get ahead, they need to sign on to this butt fucking. You need to start like Charisse Theron. You need to start taking your black boys and start putting dresses on them and start demasculizing your men, because all this Christ energy, all this righteous black male energy, all this new Malcolm X's that want to rise up, we can't have that shit if our demonic society's gonna stand. That's what it all comes down to. The demons that control these white people's vessels, right? And the demons that control all people's vessels, right? Being able to thrive in a vibration of fear, right? Because they cannot thrive in a vibration of love and truth and peace, freedom and justice, right? So that's the end goal. That's always been the end goal. And when you understand that, everything you see them do, you see how it's only to keep people fear based, to stop those 5 principles which I just said. All right, so it's this Love Everybody by Kanye West, released today. I'm clicking on it. Okay.
Love Everyone.
It's a new album.
By Kanye West.
Oh my God, are you fucking kidding me right now?
I'm not kidding you. I'm sorry.
This nigga has lost his fucking mind. But you know what?
I'm sorry I have to tell you this.
Yo, Kanye West is right now, he's like a straight MK Ultra drone right now.
Yep.
God damn, this poor dude. He must have. I don't know, man. I feel bad for him, but I wonder, did this motherfucker really sell his soul? Because he's been broken. He's been broken down to a fucking puppy. You know what I'm trying to say?
So he's the new topic now.
Yo, Donald Trump and them must have fucking worked some magic on his bitch ass. You know what I'm trying to say?
And see the producers, Rick Rubin, him.
Oh, Rick Rubin. Oh, for the mastermind, fucking Grand Wizard of fucking music himself. Beautiful.
I know, eh?
Fucking disgusting.
This is so
love
sad.
everybody, meaning black people embrace white people, embrace the homos, embrace everything that we have for you, that we've created for you. We've created a wonder world, a demonic wonderland. Embrace it.
I hope he gets cut down. I hope people don't listen to him. I really do, because
he's being cut down this instant as we're speaking.
Yes.
You know what I'm trying to say? It's not about everybody. The world is not controlled by everybody. The world is controlled by 1%. We are the black 1%. We are the black 1%.
Well, we knew something stupid was coming.
Yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh. This nigga has lost his mind. He has lost his fucking mind. I'm looking at him right now.
And then the picture they have of him doesn't look like he's loving everybody. He looks like he's under a spell.
He's under a fucking spell, man. He's under a goddamn spell. They got this nigga hook, line, and sinker. He looks like a fucking scared child right now. God damn, it's a fucking shame. Really, it is. Oh my gosh.
This is
the worst picture.
Back.
Yeah, the worst picture I've ever seen was this. Do you see this photo right there? 2 fucking white guys with their arm around him saying, "Yeah." When he's wearing this Make America Great Again hat. This nigger has lost it. He has lost his fucking. Oh my god. Oh, I knew he was losing it. Slowly, you see him deteriorating through his music. You know what I'm trying to say? And his soul finally just going kaput now. You know what I'm trying to say? It's all been playing out in his music. It really has. If you listen to it closely, you can see the decline.
Yeah.
The moral decline.
True.
You know, that should be a message to black people. If you want to play their fucking game, understand that if you're looking for their money, you know what I'm trying to say, to make a difference, then you're getting what's attached to that. That's something they control. You know, it says in the Bible, you know, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, but render unto God what is God's. You know what I'm trying to say? Mm. So you're not supposed to be having some goddamn aspirations, you know, that involve money to change the world. That shit comes through Christ, right? Again, Kanye West wrote the song "Jesus Walks." Apparently, Jesus don't walk with him no more, because he's looking to walk with Trump. Trump is his new god. So, I mean, you cannot love God and love God's enemies. So even God hates. You know what I'm trying to say? Christ hates. You know what I'm trying to say? So if Christ hates and God hates, then how can you love everybody? That what it is what they want to suck off the little bit of love that you could possibly muster for them through trickery. You know what I'm trying to say? One of the last ways they're getting black people now in this day and age is through thinking that Trump can be their savior. Number one, and number two is through thinking that through embracing homosexuality, black people can rise. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They're not two things that they should be telling black people if they really give a fuck about them. Number one, learn how to meditate. Right? Well, I guess three things if you want to be truthfully honest. Although the first one is not going to save us, but it'll help us. So, number one, you should be trying to create your own goddamn business. You know what I'm saying? And that's not going to free you, but it's going to certainly help. You know what I'm trying to say? Be as financially independent as you possibly can. Number two, meditation. All right? And then number three, through that meditation to know God. All right? If you can, you should understand that God comes back in the form of a man in this world. And finding faith in that. But that's something that again, that's something that Kanye West once knew about and now is lost. It's sad to see because obviously we're black and we obviously, we love black people and he's a black man. So we don't like to see a black man degenerate, you know what I'm trying to say, to the level he's degenerated to. But at the same time, I understand we're at war. You know what I'm trying to say? And in a war, there are casualties. You know what I'm trying to say? So he's a casualty of war, unfortunately.
It is. That's
yes.
what it looks like. Yeah.
Exactly. He's a casualty of war, a spiritual war, but a war nonetheless.